I'm Jordan Edwards. I moved to Fort Worth about 5 or 6 years ago for seminary and met my wife. Have one son, his name is Jet, and he turned 2 years old this past January. The reason why I chose Euless to church plant is a combination of two things. The diversity there is like none other in the DFW, and also the average age there is 34, and my heart is to reach young families and young adults. The way church looked in Euless has looked just a single way for many, many years, but that diversity came in and those churches weren't able to adapt to that diversity, and so now a lot of doors are closing, a lot of church doors are closing in Euless just because they don't know how to reach a diverse culture. We need people to go in to be able to adapt and be able to learn and to be able to reach a diverse people. Originally, we were going to merge with a church that was dying, a church that had looked a certain way for many, many years, and we had to part ways with that merger. It ended up not going all the way through. And so now we're going back to just a traditional way of planting Bible studies in the home, eventually merging out those Bible studies to other people's homes. And then when we get enough people starting in a school, that's the plan right now. These things happen in church plants all the time. They have a plan and have the drive for it, have the work ethic for it. God's plans are not always the same as your plans, and so, but He will make that way known. The gospel's free, but everything besides the gospel costs money, and EVC's generosity goes a long way in making this mission possible. We're a pretty small group right now, so it's easier for us to be out on the streets a lot and helping meet needs. For example, there was a mother who she posted on the Euless community Facebook page. It was a mother who had a newborn baby, and she just didn't have the means to get the diapers that she needed, to get the formula that she needed. So we were able to, as a church, be able to go out and buy formula, diapers. The apartment life in Euless, hosting block parties there so that we can spread the gospel to those people at the apartment complexes, so that we can tell them more about who we are. The event that we did where we packed baggies of snacks, water, it has a gospel, it has materials about who we are as a church plant, and we handed those baggies out to people on the streets. We got to proclaim the gospel to them, tell them more about who we are, tell them about how valuable they are as a human. It really shows the heart that EVC has for missions, not just for Euless, but the other church plants that EVC supports, missions across the world. Sometimes that generosity goes to places that even the person that you're supporting doesn't even see, but we know that God is using that for His good. So our overall vision for Refined Church is to disciple young families, disciple young adults, because we truly do believe that if we can disciple them efficiently, disciple them well, then we are equipping them to also do that with their kids. If you could reach them with the gospel and how God intends for the family to function, that's how you make generational changes in your cities, in your state, in your nation. Because without God, those changes that are desperately needed, without Him, those changes can't happen.